Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of SRBTV.
And welcome back for those who continue following us only on Iron Fist. Thank you, and welcome back.
Or Marvel Netflix stuff in general.
Or Marvel overall, but welcome back.
But anyways, and of course we're reacting to the Iron Fist Season 2 premiere called, what's it called?
I can get this out real quick, or we can start it from scratch when we do it, so who knows.
No, it'd be funny if we edit it.
Let's have that playing in the background, or for like technical errors or something. The Fury of Iron. Oh wait, we'll just restart.
You want to restart?
Not from the beginning, but restart from it's like this episode or.
And of course, we're tackling the Season 2 Iron Fist premiere called
The Fury of Iron Fist.
You're about to say the Iron of Iron Fist.
Yeah, I was about to.
So,
the Fury of Iron Fist. That's what's going on with this season premiere.
So, previously, all the way back on Season 1 of Iron Fist, Danny was a whiny little bitch throughout the entire season, and the best part about the season was the Meacham story.
Seriously.
Seriously.
Meacham or Meacham? I forgot.
It's Meacham.
Okay, yeah, Meacham, yeah.
So, anyways, yeah, it wasn't a very good season. We enjoyed it, but in comparison to everything else, it was definitely the weakest of the Marvel Netflix seasons overall.
Yeah, it was one of the weakest of them all. The character development wasn't strong.
It came off as a whiny bitch.
Yeah, the fight choreography wasn't as strong. It was good, but it wasn't as strong.
You want to shut the fuck up about being the Moral Iron Fist.
Yes, we want to keep. He didn't know when to shut up. Let's put it that way. You get that he was being. He thought it was like, I got this, when instead of taking.
But anyways, Danny comes back after being gone, after he's supposedly dead for this entire time, and it turns out he was trained in the mountains of in the secret city, Kunlun, to learn the ways. And eventually, he gains the power of the immortal Iron Fist by defeating a dragon. Yes, an actual dragon. Eventually, he comes back, tries to set everything right, but then realizes there's more to the people he originally trusted when he was a kid. Mainly the Meachams, with the brother, the sister, well, the droid.
Pretty much Meachams overall.
Yeah.
Meachams overall, and of course later on
the Papa Meacham, which
goes from, it's like it literally goes from like he's just like a bad guy or something, and then he's actually a good guy to Danny, and all of a sudden he pretty much just triple crosses Danny again or double crosses him and stuff like that, and we got a big character development with the brother, with the son pretty much, who actually in the beginning you're like, oh goddamn, this guy's a dick, but it's like later on, it's like you love
after having like a drug kick for a while.
Yeah, it's like
remember it was that drug where there's never a crash.
There was no crash. It's that you really super high and that was it. And that was just like you love
eventually things got involved, the hand, Madame Gao,
all that type of shit.
All that type of shit.
And then we dived into
all his now girlfriend, pretty much. Colleen, who we later find out was a former member of the Hand.
Yeah, she was trained by one of the.
But then once Danny told her, and once she finally realized her Bakudo was like, and what their true purpose was. That's where she really realized it. And he helped her get out of there.
Yeah, of course.
And of course, it ended with Danny playing an Iron Fist. Remember, Batman. Remember when he said come through the window. Watch, fucking came through the window like Batman. And he permanently ended Papa Meacham's.
They finally pretty much got rid of at least a part of him overall, that's where it led into. Let's dive into pretty much the Defenders, where they're trying to.
Well, sorry. One more thing to go over is that his friend from Kunlun, aka his training partner, Davos shows up. Kind of see hints of him jealous that Danny got the Iron Fist power.
A little bit, but at the same time, he was kind of pissed off that he left his post.
Then it ended with Joy talking to Davos with Madame Gao watching.
Yeah, in a way, trying to convince her pretty much that what he did was wrong, stuff like trying to turn her away from it, Danny.
And from a business standpoint, Danny has access to the money, but he's not really a business partner anymore.
Yeah, no,
he is a partner of the company, but he's no longer he decided not to be no longer a part of that anymore.
Exactly. He has his money. It's like he lets them run the company at least.
Then we get to Defenders.
Yeah, the Defenders
where
they decided to follow
toned down his whininess a bit.
Yeah. They toned that down a bit, pretty much.
He met the other 3 Defenders finally.
Yeah,
especially
his
future Heroes for Hire member Luke.
Very much his future, Heroes for Hire, but also / future best friend, pretty much. Luke Cage, pretty much, and they have it. They have their little tussle, but they eventually, sell things.
Thanks to Danny's help and Daredevil's sacrifice.
Yeah.
They were able to stop the hand. And for now, at least.
Yeah,
they were
exactly.
able to stop all 5 fingers of the hand and put an end to that. So he thought about what was next and figured he should take after what Daredevil was doing.
Exactly.
And become a protector, a defender.
Yeah, very much
because
because he talks to Danny as if he tells Danny protect my city. That's what he tells him and stuff. He says protect my city.
Yeah.
And then we see him coming back in. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. But spoilers right now. But we see him come back in Luke Cage.
Yeah.
And it's the character that we've been wanting since day one.
Now, apparently, according to some backstories, the reason Finn Jones didn't do great as the character in season 1 was because he was still in Game of Thrones. So
it was Game of Thrones.
Priorities weren't in.
And he was in Game of Thrones, and he only had maybe I think just a few weeks to actually learn choreography and character-wise. But since then, he's been actually training for a long period of time in pretty much in fighting style, stuff like that. He's been training much more. He's been diving more into the characters so much more. And we finally, like I said, in Luke Cage, we finally get the Danny that we were wanting from day one. He even his character admits it, going, I was stubborn, I was hard-headed, pretty much. Mm-hmm. It's like, but I finally found my focus. I finally found who I need to be. And stuff like that, and it was just a great team up, and it was the character we were waiting for. And finally, hopefully, in this new season, they continue that character because we got a new showrunner who's supposedly a huge martial arts fan, but also a huge fan of Iron Fist, and a whole brand new fight choreographer to add it along with this because they did drop a video which I watched. We didn't do a reaction to it, but I watched, and it just shows pretty much how he dives into the choreography.
Yeah, and we won't go into it because we were getting into it in the season 2 trailer what to expect, but essentially we're getting the 2 villains of this season will be Davos and his group. What was it? I forgot. I don't remember the name of his group.
Pretty much no. That's the confusion there. Davos is known as the Steel Serpent.
There you go.
His group is not called the Steel Serpent. He's called the Steel Serpent.
So we essentially Davos, aka the Steel Serpent, as well as Alice Eve, essentially playing a woman that becomes Typhoid Mary.
So we're gonna get a bit of that in here. So we're gonna get
that's all I'm really gonna die. Oh, and Misty's gonna show up for some episodes.
Not so for some episodes. They confirmed that she becomes a series regular this season.
Okay.
So that's what they stated pretty much. So we don't know when she'll show up. Maybe it's this episode. Maybe it's the following episode. But for now, let's get into this for season. Am I correct? 2.
Yes.
Okay. If you watched others, or you'll understand. Episode 1 called The Fury of Iron Fist. So here we go.
Dude, you should realize this is a trap the moment a giant truck parked right in front of you.
Somebody like this comes out.
In this version of New York? Come on. I was wondering, I was like, so when's the part where he's just standing in the middle of the street?
Should be the other way around, but that'll do for now.
You know what?
It's a start.
Punch it or jump over it?
He's gonna punch it.
I'm gonna say jump over it. Just to be,
like, this guy's fucking crazy.
Oh no!
No, I was right.
Punch it. That was not. Fuck!
God his true full-on power there.
Totally Batman that.
I totally Batman that shit. Like, you guys done?
Smart.
Stupid on their part because they're wasting all their goddamn bullets on a armored truck.
Oh!
Nice.
I swear to God, it looks like her dojo, but like if they turn into like an apartment complex.
That's what they did. They turned the dojo pretty much part. So unless she doesn't have it anymore,
I don't know.
I don't think
we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait on that answer.
You know, I help people. I'm part of the community. Besides, last time I got involved, things went sideways.
Feels like a fight scene's about to happen.
I know, right?
A lot of sharp knives. Guy who knows kung fu. You know.
People slowly creeping out.
Yeah.
In some space.
Good afternoon. I got your message about the shipment.
Dude, you should have showed up when you had a chance.
Yeah, I figured that was happening.
Yeah.
No more stories. You raise the price again. You, your wife, and your business will suffer.
That wasn't playing around. God damn.
When I was 12 years old, I almost joined the Hatchets. My best friend was recruited. Seeing him in a casket kept me on the straight and narrow. The bad old days. So they're not coming back, yeah?
Things that went down with the hands again, just like in Luke Cage. It's like they're all trying to take control.
Yeah.
They're all battling each other to take control.
All that's left is that pilot fee. No way I can get.
Oh, okay. She's
trying to help
somebody
her.
else with citizenship.
That's what it
It
is.
has a fund. We may be able to at least partially cover the cost. Do we have a donation list or? Do you know where this is from?
Well, we don't remember much about her past.
That's why I said maybe it's something about.
Like we know that Bakudo is the one who got her off the ground.
Yeah.
That's what we
Oh.
I thought it was headed that way, huh?
Some men feast while others starve.
Look, I was just being nice.
I'll just be nice.
Yeah. That's what you were doing.
What's like watching a dehydrated man drowning?
Hello? Yeah. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the heads up.
Is, yeah. Or probably some. Like, of course, every now and then he's got to come in probably just to oversee something.
No, what I was saying before is, yeah, we don't know a bunch about Colleen's past, except for the fact that she had a rough childhood, and Bakudo's the one who found her and raised her.
So unless this is going a little bit further back of where she came from or something.
Choi's furniture. So she found the address of where the box came from.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, I know this is really bad timing, but I actually have a few questions about your cousin, Choi.
I have no cousin by that name.
I just heard different.
Thank you again.
Not getting any answers. That was just the weirdest. I haven't seen a weapon like that in ages. Like, oh my god, they're close. That must be Wolverine's coming. Hey!
It's not a false assessment.
I didn't ask.
I see where he's coming from.
It's not. But I can't deny.
But remember what Luke told him. Yeah, exactly right there.
Money can make as many problems as it solves.
Exactly. This one like.
What Luke told him is like,
Sometimes
you have all the. Don't deny the money, the wealth you have. It could be
money
good.
sometimes is
I
power.
don't. Well, you go on Rum Spring on the Lower East Side. I'm the one on the hot seat. And this edict memo you hobbled me with doesn't make things any easier.
Joy. It's been a while.
That's right, we haven't.
When did you get back?
Inside.
What is this about?
They're both just as confused, like,
I don't know.
I don't know what the fuck is going on. Where the fuck are we?
So the townhouse, what this is.
That's nice.
That is not.
Why is always nice?
So, you live here?
I just moved in. Yeah, live, work. Although technically, I guess this is my first.
Yeah, from what I heard, she's become jealous of like
Please sit.
what Danny has or something like that. I don't remember exactly.
I didn't expect to see. Ward, if Joy wants this, then we need to take it seriously.
It's like this. It's like she wants out. Let her out.
Where do you want me to sign? What?
It's like I'm not gonna argue the point.
Consider signing
To put the past behind us. Harold, the Hand.
We already know.
Yeah.
Like for you and me, we already know
pretty much
who
for the
she's
trailer.
working for.
For the trailer, it's like
It at least needs to be vetted.
This isn't about judgment. It's
I agree with him though. It needs to be vetted.
can't do this.
Well, that's 51% of Rand says you can.
I have to agree with him. I have to agree with. I know it's knowing who she's really working for, but I do have to agree with him regardless.
Wow. He's changed.
No, he hasn't.
you're the one who's changed.
Come on.
Well, no, he hasn't changed. Period. I mean, he has a new lease on life, but he's still the same word from last season.
He's just. It's like for him, it's like this is weird how she's taking it.
But I find it suspicious. I agree with Ward on that front. I find it suspicious.
Out
you
of
return
nowhere.
out of nowhere, and now want to leave the company.
Joy. Whatever you set out to do next.
I love the idea.
Yeah, I have to look back. I remember they saying essentially she became jealous of what like they had, what Danny had.
But Danny, it's like she was like always on the out. Now she's like finally in. She was jealous that pretty much she never knew any of this information.
Yeah,
It's like the fault with her
They're
not knowing about her father being alive, and then Danny being involved with her father. It's like they kept her on the outs.
and this is how she's rebelling more or less. It is.
Yeah,
It's her other side.
her multiple personality.
We've been watching so many shows and movie stuff with split personalities. It's ridiculous. Fuck. This is another. Thank you. Remind me of another Marvel show you gotta catch up with.
I haven't watched the new season yet.
Me either. There she is. Nah, my point still stands. There she is. Yeah. Wow.
No. So yeah, it's gonna take you
Like,
a while to get to
he's
him.
still not a fan of Danny, but he's a little bit more of a fan of Danny now.
He's come to accept pretty much what Danny is doing and stuff like that, and
He's just, his own demons are something.
that he wants to keep to himself.
Wait, what?
Wait, how do we go from we need to talk about speaking to let's go to the closet and
Fuck! What the? Well, fuck! Okay!
that's it. You can tell me.
Yeah, you're a very shitty sponsor.
Oh no, yeah, I should be.
Or the best, depending how you look at it. Jesus Christ, Ward. Fucking your own sponsor?
Okay, back to Joy.
No, there was. Oh no, I see what you did. I was gonna say there's a lot of joy in that last scene.
Here we go.
Oh, Davos. Yeah, we already know this was coming. For anybody who watched at least the end, the season finale.
Come. Sit. I'm celebrating.
What folks say to you?
Much. He was kind.
It was like a different Danny than
she saw before.
Before, that's why.
They can't be good.
I get the date night over.
Last chance. Told you I got nothing left to give. Not my problem. You pay us.
Oh.
Whoa. This bitch again?
Yeah. It's your lucky day. You are in. Way.
Over your head.
What do you think the Tigers are gonna do when they see you, huh?
We'll deal with them like we're gonna deal with this.
Fuck you, little shit. Come on.
You really? Okay, this is gonna be fun.
As I was saying, you can walk away right now.
Both sides. Oh! Oh! Oh!
They had some triples in the kitchen.
Okay, it was my girlfriend. She went back in there, complained to the chef, her pork bow, it was too chewy. You better move. I'm telling you, you don't want to go in there. She has a terrible temper.
Oh! Oh! Damn!
Okay, let's just step outside. We can talk about this. No more talk.
Damn.
Okay, that was pretty cool.
That was pretty sweet.
What is everybody have a fucking knife?
You better definitely start speaking after they do what they just did here.
Oh, definitely. That's why I'm assuming. Too.
Yeah, it's just like, what do you want to know?
You'll always be weak. Without my father's help, you never would have won that fight between us. That's not you.
Without my father's help.
And then when you had it all, you left. With your money and your influence, I came back and found you. Because when I tried to get you to return, all I saw was cowardice and a handhold.
Oh. It's like he didn't save Cologne, but in turn, he did stop the hand.
Yeah, it's like, in a way, it's like, there had been sacrifices.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you so late. You walked into my life and turned to ashes.
Yeah, same.
Mm.
Jealousy.
I think he deserves to know what that feels like.
I think he kind of
Does.
His family, his parents were killed in front of him in that plane crash.
I'll teach him.
His city that he grew up in for 15 years was destroyed.
So I'm pretty sure he knows what it feels like.
He lost a friend, another hero, and a friend. The fuck, man?
Oh my god.
And I agree with Danny on that point. I didn't ask for any of this money or anything.
Yeah.
I just wanted a normal life and just.
This is his way of releasing some anger. You know?
At first, I thought both his fists were glowing for a sec.
That's what it feels like. I think that's how he releases it. Instead of like focusing, use your focus, you know?
So that was the season 2 premiere of Iron Fist. Definitely a lot of stuff different happening.
But yeah, because the way they had approaches is as if pretty much they're like kind of redoing what season 1 should have been, pretty much, for his character, the way he should have been. you know, and that's why even it's like they drop so many hints where it's like even for Joy and stuff like that, it's like Danny's different, you know. It's like not the Danny she met when he first came back, how all was. It's like even she was like kind of like taken away of how his demeanor had changed completely. So it's definitely a whole new take on him pretty much, and I enjoy it so far. Yeah, I love his new demeanor and stuff like that. Just the way it ended itself, it looks like in a way, it's like compared to how he used to focus and try to meditate, it's like this is how he's been releasing kind of his anger, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, it could be a different term of it. Like he's enjoying, you know, just doing this. Who knows?
So basically, yeah. So Danny's been vigilanteing pretty much on his off time. Yeah. As well as catching up with 15 years worth of pop culture.
Yeah, that's what he was. Yeah, that's what he's been trying to get caught up on. He's been working as it looks like more or less like he's a mover. Pretty much, that's what it looks like. He's been doing as a side job.
Off time, he's been trying to figure out how to quell this oncoming war between the remaining crime factions in New York, since the Hand has been defeated.
Yeah, has been defeated in quotations.
Yeah, Colleen is pretty much working at this
shelter,
charity center, pretty much.
That's what I look at, like some type of charity center.
And now she's trying to figure out the mystery behind this box that has her family's crest on it.
Yeah, which feels like
because that may have something to do with her mom, who's the only one who really cared about her growing up.
Yeah, it really feels like pretty much, like I always said throughout the episode, you know, it looks like we're diving more deeper into her past, pretty much from her, her family in a way.
Ward is pretty much still Ward, except now he's dealing with the demons of what happened last season. Yeah, what happened as well as putting his dick in his sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, just trying to come to terms with it. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he does it in very unique ways. Joy's back, and now she works for she's working with Davos to do something. We don't know what is exactly yet, but they're planning something.
And Ward, like you said, pretty much you agree with Ward, where it's like why come out of nowhere and then you want to leave all of a sudden?
Leave the company all of a
sudden. You want the severance paid. All of this pretty much is like I'm sorry. At first I was like taken back a little bit where I was like on Danny's side, but you know now seeing it, it's like you definitely start to wonder. It's like if you were in his shoes, like out nowhere, out of the blue, you come back and so it does make sense why Ward wouldn't sign. Why he's like, I'm not signing because you always have a reason for everything. So you know, it's like you have something else up your sleeve.
And then we were introduced to Mary, who, as we can see, is battling her other personalities.
Yeah, her other personalities, and it seems like pretty much that's what she's doing.
I have to look it up. I believe she has some kind of superhuman ability. I have to double check that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
But it's cool that they introduced her. I feel like we're gonna slowly get more and more of her, a little bit more of her every episode as time goes along. Yeah. What else? Danny, for the most part, like I said, he's fine with everything now. He's not concerned. He's not concerned to hand anymore. He's trying to live a normal life while also still trying to be a vigilante of sorts. Yeah. Trying to protect New York, but like. You still see how like what Luke said is still in there, but he's still not following what Luke said, which was, you know, your money can still be of value to you.
That's what he pretty much learned.
Don't deny where you essentially what Luke told him was like, don't deny where you come from.
Yeah, don't deny it.
So if you come from money, that's fine. Just never deny that fact.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what he learned. That's why he kind of told Ward pretty much. And I like that too, where even he's like, Ward's just like, you know, you have all this money, why don't you just come straight to work? It's just like, you know what, it's like, I don't want to be that person where they said you don't know where I came from. It's like, I want to learn how it is to pretty much work a hard job. I want to know what it's like to be on the streets working like this, pretty much working a hard day's job, you know, compared to just where you go and you go right into work, you know, all this money, stuff like that. So it's like, he said he's trying to help Ward understand why he's doing what he's doing, in a way. Mary, I kind of figure they're going to keep those parts out, but she's just a very exceptional martial artist, pretty much. Except for peak level agility and reflexes. The only part I said they're going to probably leave out is pyrokinesis and telekinesis. and limited mind control. So I'm thinking
I could still see him use the mind control.
maybe, but we'll see. But for now, they're saying pretty much in a way she's like exceptional, pretty much great reflexes, agility, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's who she is pretty much, and that's what she's able to do. So so far we got introduced to her. So it's a matter of how she gets into the middle of all this type of stuff, and how she either gets recruited or just does whatever at this point.
Yeah.
So
and the fight scenes were good for the few we got.
Yeah, they were good. They were definitely good. You could definitely tell they were an improvement on it.
They were a bit of improvement, yeah, of course.
But again, there's only the beginning, so we'll get to more into it later.
Well, for the most part, yeah, it was a fine episode of Iron Fist. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was solid. It was it wasn't a phenomenal type of opening. It was a solid good opening compared to last season, pretty much. I can admit to that. It gave us a new Danny, pretty much a new perspective for him, and just gave us kind of like where we're gonna start going into certain things. Yeah,
we already know from the trailer we're definitely gonna find out a bit more about the test he had to go through to fight the dragon.
Exactly, we're gonna see more of the test.
The only interesting came from their conversation was like Davos claims his father helped Danny win the test.
Yeah, it's like in a way his father, as if his father favored him over his own blood, pretty much, and pretty much that's what he thinks in the back of his mind in a way. I'm trying to see where his moral compass is coming from. And I like where it's coming from. As a villain, per se, I like where it's coming from. Where it's just like, my father chose you over me, but it's like at the same time, it's just like, even at that moment, it's like...
because of your ignorance, my home was destroyed.
Yeah, my home was destroyed.
Because of you coming in, I was supposed to be the one to rightfully get the Iron Fist.
Exactly, and he came, and here, because we already saw in the trailer what's kind of going to happen, where it seems like he's going to kind of kidnap him or take him, and force it into him, but he tried coming straight forward to him, respectful, saying, all right, now that you're done with it, now that you've stopped the hand, could you at least give it to me, pretty much, to give it, so I'll take the rightful place. And even he's like, no, because it's like, I earned this, I fought for it. It's like, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna use it for good. I'm protecting the city. So it's like he came to him respectfully. So it's like I'm liking where they're taking with Davos so far. In just one episode alone, I see where his moral code is and where he's standing at this point right now. What they have planned for him and Joy, that's a different story. Especially where Madame Gao will fit in at some point within.
Madame Gao was dead.
Dead. Sorry, that's right. That's correct. Sorry. Well, pretty much where Madame Gao was planning to push him towards in a way. Remember when we last saw him, she was listening over, so maybe she pushed him in a way to a certain direction, and maybe we'll see maybe a little bit of why he's leaning into this direction. So can't wait to watch the rest of this season.
Yeah, but overall, season 2 premiere was good, and can't wait to check out the rest. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like this just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about Netflix original series, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys enjoyed about this season premiere. Is this something that you really was expecting to see for a new type of Danny for his character? Let us know down below if it wasn't like what you're expecting. Still wouldn't mind hearing what you guys' thoughts were on it. Again, you guys probably should know this if you're following us still. If not, if you're new to our channel, of course, welcome. But what we do with the Marvel Netflix series is that we usually watch the first episode, and then we watch it on our own time, and then the following week, that's when we get to the season finale. That's how we work with things. So, we apologize, but we do, since we do have Stardust, you will be this time around. You will be following my reactions, episode by episode of pretty much what I think of each episode throughout the whole week. And by the end of the week, of course, you can watch all of our Stardust and stuff like that. We have all the information down below, even after the video. Like I said, let us know what you guys thought of our reaction overall on the season premiere episode of season 2 of Iron Fist. And most of all, thank you for watching.
And of course, on the next episode, SRBTV, we'll of course be tackling the Iron Fist Season 2 finale. Now, if you want to keep up with my brother's thoughts on the Season 2 finale, you're going to be sure to check out our official Stardust page. We are at Super React Bros. And you check out our show review bits on there. and you can see his individual thoughts about each and every episode. And also, if you're on Twitter as well, we will also be posting the Stardust videos there. Stardust has a new system now where they don't share automatically to Twitter. So now we're gonna make sure, even if you don't use Stardust, we're gonna make sure you still check it out on our official Twitter page. And it's the same link. It's at Super React Bros. So be sure to check out either of those. So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And that was a very date night filled episode of SRBTV.
See you
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
as well as our other shows,
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can check us out on Twitter,
as well as Stardust,
at Super React Bros.